Viel Spaß. So guys, I don't wanna to make big deal out of it, but look who's here! Ta-da! Those of you who missed Benny and his lovely face, please make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up because it feels like ages since he has been here for the last time, doesn't it? Yeah. So yeah, he really pays attention to your comments and thumbs up, so do all of that. And today we got a really exciting video for you, as you can clearly tell by this setup, which is new by the way, and I thought it's going to be more relaxed to sit down and have a nice chat about my 4,160 days collection, which is pretty big, I won't lie. Benny, does this seem like an addiction? Okay, now you can talk.
No, I can't. Yeah, obviously it seems like an addiction because you got a lot of different perfumes from 4160 Tuesdays, and yeah, I think it's obviously a pleasure for you to complete your collection, and yeah, you're pretty good forward with this one at least.
Right, so how many do I have? Like, I believe more than 20, so today we are going to discuss all of them. Benny is already familiar with a couple of these. Others, I don't think that you've smelled much, but I thought it's going to be fun to rank all of these. So we'll spray them all, Benny will smell them, and then, well, I hope it's going to be a lot of fun because these perfumes are very adventurous. So if you want to find out what are Benny's top favorites and least favorites, make sure to keep on watching, and don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up if you would like to see more videos in this style or just more featuring him. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time. And once you're done with that, we can dive right into this very long video, so make sure to grab a snack and just enjoy.
Okay, I'm gonna start. So, you want to try all of them? No.
Yes, so yeah? Let's dive right in, right?
Okay, let's dive right in.
or did you have another idea?
No, that's okay, that's okay. Maybe to split it into two parts, but okay, so
it's gonna be one long video with full of ads.
I hope you're ready, because now is the part to get heavy perfumes.
Oh, it's not. I'm starting with something a bit lighter, I would say. It is called, I will put all the names on the, you just smell and tell us your impressions of the opening on the screen, so you can check them out, and also down below in the description box, because these are a lot. And well, if you can say, I will tell you, I love this brand. If you're here for the first time, you have no clue about it, well, it's an indie brand from Great Britain that was founded by Sarah McCartney, and she is a very talented lady, and you know, it's such, you know, a joy if you find a brand that resonates with your perfume taste, which is the case for me with her fragrances, and she has more than this. So Benny, what do you think about Doe In The Snow?
It's nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not overwhelming. It's I would say in the first impression a little bit soapy and alcoholic, but after a little moment, I think there's a flower that's really beating up. But I'm not sure which one.
It's fine.
So
I can tell you something about the notes, and you was totally right, I'm sorry, about the soapiness, because there are aldehydes, because you know this perfume should smell snowy. And actually, I remember last year when it started to snow, like for only one day, we went out and shoot a video in the snow about perfumes that feel like snow and winter. Well, I feature it in that top list, so make sure to check it out. And yes, it is clean, it is aldehydic, it smells soapy. I know that there are many citrusy notes in there. I can smell them sometimes. This fragrance smells to me like you put citruses that you cut to put on the table, you know, maybe like as a treat for your guests, like oranges, maybe lemons to add to your tea. And then because they haven't eaten everything, you put them into fridge, and maybe they get this frosty coat on them. I don't know, that's my impression of this fragrance. It was a blind buy because I got it for that video, so I would say that we will put all these stripes from these are your top likes. You're like, ooh, this is something I like, and this is gonna be not my jam.
So far this is my top like perfume.
Top like. All right, let's move on to something else.
No,
that
I think it will be somewhere here.
that I purchased, you know, as my casual everyday scent that's called Babylon Sunset.
Babylon Sunset is smelling like a candle that you just lit up.
Wow!
A little bit waxy, with a really pleasant smile. Is it orange maybe?
Yes, it's tangerine. It's actually
what is
tangerine. It's an orange.
Okay, it's not.
It's such a pleasure to film with him because he can recognize notes so good and actually describe them, how he just experienced them in the fragrance. But anyway, this perfume to me like already smells like a bubble gum, and I love the sweet fruitiness that's in there. I don't pick up oranges as much as you do, but this perfume for me is just so happy. There are red fruits, there is vanilla, there is honey, so it's really delicious. And smells totally like a bubble gum to me, like a fruity bubble gum. You know those pink ones? We had them in Ukraine, I don't know about you. They were really sweet, so...
No, I don't think so. I wasn't a big fan of bubblegum.
Oh no?
Side, so no, not really.
Okay. Well, never mind. Let's move on to
Next
Wash
one.
Me in the Waters. This is a cool name, as the majority of these are. And as you said about candles, there is actually, one for me. There is actually a fragrance in ZARA's collection called Captured by Candlelight, and I really want it because it features nice notes. This I bought after sampling because I loved the powderiness in here. It's fresh, aromatic, sweet, not in the gourmand way, and powdery and so hard to describe. I believe she went for something like cleansing, like with different herbs and with soapiness, but I don't smell that in there. Do you?
Even now I can smell the soapiness, yes, obviously.
Okay.
In the opening.
Nice.
I'm sure there are some flowers inside too, in the background, not that overwhelming, but still a touch that you can recognize.
But you can tell what?
No, I can't tell you what.
Yeah.
I can even tell you, it reminds me of something, but I don't know what.
But not a perfume, just something you know.
No, a perfume.
Oh, a
actually,
perfume.
yes.
Yeah, nice. Well, it's something, you know, it's something very relaxed. I want to do this like if I'm staying at home, which is most of the days. No, unfortunately not now. But anyway, this is just a very light and relaxing scent. That's how I would call it. Oh, it's his number one so far.
No, I was just checking the other ones. Actually, yes.
We'll do like a summary in the end. We'll smell all 20 by the end. So I think this video is going to be like half an hour. Okay, here we go.
And the smells will be
one.
like.
Yeah, well, it's your punishment for not being a frequent guest on my channel.
So I have to smell a lot of perfumes at once. Okay.
And not ramble too much.
Okay, so this is
Tell us.
deeper.
This is deeper.
Very deep.
Is it sexier? Because
it's sexier.
It's a sex goddess,
like
darling.
the first two perfumes were kind of wintry, snowy ones, obviously. The last one is very clean, not heavy at all. Hard to describe.
Airy.
So, and this one, it's deep, it's strong, it's a punch in your face. Sorry, in a good way.
It's a sexy punch in your face because
it's not a punch in your face. It's like how to say this. A tease in your face.
Oh, well, that makes sense because the perfume is called Sex Goddess, and I purchased it because I wore the sample like crazy at night.
So this is Goddess.
Yes, this is
I'm
Goddess.
sorry, couldn't read it in your hand, right?
In here we have ton of fruits, but not only red fruits. We have plum there, black currant, so those purple things, you know. Raspberry, which for me is like signature note for Sarah McCartney. She is like the best when it comes to fruity perfumes in my personal opinion. And we also have musk in here too, so it is really sensual and playful, and I don't know, I really like this one. What would you say?
I already told, it's really heavy,
But you like it or not your thing?
Yeah, I think it's not my thing because it's too heavy. So people that are watching your channel long time, and especially videos with me, they know I don't like these heavy Perfumes.
Right.
But it's good. it's just not my taste, you know. It's a
Not a
how is
problem.
it?
This is very good that you can.
Objective opinion?
Yes,
No.
subject.
Subjective opinion. Okay, so this one. Okay, yeah. It's called creamy.
Vanilla crumble. It doesn't
Vanilla
matter
crumble.
how it's called.
It's-
You focus on the scent.
It's creamy. It's really creamy.
And it's really
thick,
vanilla.
And it's sweet. I wouldn't say it's vanilla because I didn't smell vanilla at once. It's just, it's sweet. It's really, really sweet. It's like we used to get this candies. They are called Wrigley's Extra. And after that, we got Wrigley's Extra Strawberry. And this is the taste of these candies reminds me of this smell. Really, really, really creamy, fruity. Yeah, obviously more fruity than vanilla in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, for me, this is creamy, thick, beautiful vanilla with some hint of tobacco. And this is my number one perfume that I would wear to bed before going to bed. Like, it's so soothing that I love it. It's my top vanilla, so those of you who love this note will enjoy this fragrance. And we are moving on to something a bit different. Liebling, go ahead.
Something different, Liebling?
Yes.
Okay.
Something different.
Great name. Very mental. No, not mental. It's
Minty.
like minty. Very minty.
I said he has a great nose. Here he's like
Minty.
pinpointing all the notes. There is mint in there.
It's really, really fresh.
It is.
It's kind of refreshing after this deep perfumes that you smell to get something
I'm doing this on
light.
purpose, you know,
And this
trying
is-
to mix them nicely.
It's a nice change
Yes.
right now. So it's a mint candy. It's mint bubble gum. It's so minty. It's really minty.
Because Sarah wanted to create a perfume that's like, what did I do on my holidays? Like, I ate ice cream and was swimming in the sea, so it's oceanic, it is minty, and there is actually a note of vanilla ice cream and cotton candy. So
Vanilla
you're
ice cream,
absolutely
didn't get that?
right.
Didn't get vanilla vibe? Maybe later, maybe in the dry down,
Yeah.
but right now from the opening, because obviously we are just right now spelling the openings and later then the mids or maybe the dry downs, but from the opening, it's mint, it's a mint bomb.
That's right. Let's
Yeah,
move on to
this
something else. Something very different.
Yeah, you have to take it a step slower because I have to...
This perfume I purchased to wear at work, my previous work, because it really puts me in a great mood. It makes me feel safe, feel happy. It's my happy fragrance, and you know, at work you experience a lot of stress, right? So at least I wanted to smell like I'm enjoying life, and this perfume brought me many compliments, and it's just like a very, very lovely raspberry, violety, lipsticky, but quite sharp scent, because raspberry in there is just like punchy.
Okay, so in my opinion, there are two ways. Either, or the first way, it's very well blended and I can't smell any ingredients out of there. It's a pleasant, it's a good, it's a little bit dirty smell in my opinion. The second possibility is that my nose already is closing. I don't know. I think I need a coffee. I can't define the ingredients. It's good. It's not overwhelming. I see why you're getting a lot of compliments for this one because it's really good. It's not overwhelming for people that are not familiar with heavy perfumes.
Right.
So I think this will be even my number 2 right now.
Whoa! Yes, this is definitely one of my most worn perfumes from this brand. Like one of the top most worn, obviously, because I was like, hey, I'm going to work. What should I wear? Of course, my New York 1955. This is the name of this scent. And well, yes, it also has this signature sweet, violety, raspberry note in there, as many of Sarah's perfumes do, but this fragrance is weird in a nice way. It's different. There is nothing quite like it out there, and I'm very excited to hear what he thinks of it. Oh yes,
Okay,
this
so
expression comes first.
I read the name and I was smelling it, and Yeah, this is a punch in your face.
This is a citrus punch in your face. It's like...
No, it's not like citrus. It's maybe a herbal citrus punch because... how do you pronounce it in English?
This is rhubarb and citrus cologne.
And I read it, I smelled it and I said, yes, this is rhubarb. It's rhubarb.
And without any sweetness. I purchased to wear this in the summertime when it is so hot that you want to smell refreshing, that you want to smell energized, that you want to have this energy. And this fragrance also does this weird thing that sometimes it smells like weed, but in a nice way, because normally I'm not the biggest fan of its scent. So yes, that's that. I just wanted to surprise you. I don't think it's going to be your favorite or nothing like that.
Neither.
But this fragrance I purchased to wear when I'm going out. So you can tell I'm such a big fan of this brand that I have a fragrance from it for any possible occasion. And I just love to wear this if we are going to his family or meeting some friends, because for me this is very sexy and just very cocooning and cozy and relaxing, and at the same time mysterious perfume.
Yes.
It's like
a little bit powdery.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit cleansiness.
Really, for me it's rather dirty because it's ambery.
No, in my opinion it's not dirty, it's more clean. It's thick. But
yes,
I remember this one, yes, you're very often.
Good, you can recognize me.
It's not that projecting, it's rather close to the skin.
Right.
But if you're close to the skin, it's thick. It's like a second layer, a second skin that you're putting on because it's so
good.
So thick. Yeah, you can
Right.
smell it really good if you're close, and if you're just like a meter or 1.5 away.
Well, in fact, it actually is a bit more noticeable than you might think right now. And I wanted to let you know that this is rather that ambery, woody, more oriental fragrance. And he said tried with some powderiness in there. For me, it also has this dirtiness from musk. So just in case you're not into fruity florals or citruses and you want something maybe on the woody side, I would recommend this because it's sexy and perfect for going out. So with that being said, I'm trying, to find a real nice balance between all of these, because obviously I have so many, and if you have so many fragrances from one brand, perfumers usually have their signature
Vibe.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
so
a vibe
sometimes
in
perfumes from them can smell similar, and yeah. Just trying to give you an idea what you can expect from these adventurous fragrances that I really recommend you try. Maybe you will feel inspired after watching these, or maybe you have already experience with these fragrances, and if so, do let us know in the comments what are your favorites from 4160 Tuesdays. But we have sprayed something else.
We have sprayed something else. It's called the Orange Tree.
Yes.
And I can smell the fruitiness. I wouldn't recognize these as an orange. And I wouldn't, and I would recognize this as a fruit, but not only a fruit, more like an herbal fruit. I'm not sure if there are herbal ingredients inside, because of the name. It's also, I shouldn't read the name at all.
Yes, actually you shouldn't.
But it's giving me an opinion in my head if I'm already reading the name and I'm thinking about what could be there inside. So I'm trying for the next perfumes not to read it. But yeah, it's like a dirty fruit. I would, at the first moment, I would even think of a dragon fruit. I don't know why, but it's...
It's interesting that you're saying that, because for me, do you know how it smells?
No.
It smells like oily. It smells citrusy, not necessarily like orange, but it smells oily to me. Like if you compare it with the one Babylon Sunset, in which you recognize this tangerine, it is really juicy. It's like you're cutting ripe oranges. This smells oily to me. Not the biggest fan, not one of my top favorites. Don't wear that one often, but still not a bad one. This I blind bought to wear on dates with Benni. So here we go. It would be interesting to find out what he thinks about it. I revealed my secret. I blind bought it. I had no idea about it, but this is one of those brands I don't really need to try stuff first before I buy. I'm like, I trust Zara and basically her perfume skills, and I know that I will love anything that she creates anyway. But Benni, tell us,
No,
should I wear it with you on a date or not?
You should wear it on a date. You can wear it on a
But
date,
not with
of
me.
course. But not with me. No. It's also thick.
Yeah, it is thick.
It's a little bit deeper.
Yeah. Is it similar?
It's harder without reading the names, you know.
It's called Paris 1948. She has this series: New York, Paris, London, and Rome.
so-
I want the Rome with tuberose, but that's another story. Compared
That's
to
right.
New York, which one? I think New York is just like milk.
something else because it seems familiar, and I was looking which one is a similar one. Okay, you're right, New York.
We are already at 20 minutes. Oh my god, this is going to be a long video. I'm so sorry, but that's just how it goes. I still hope you're having
Okay,
fun.
you can smell not the difference. What's the
that's-
opposite of difference? The
Similarities.
similarities in the towns. They're both a little bit dirty and heavy and thick. So
That's scary.
it's interesting. And even but I don't know where the difference is in this.
May I
perfume.
say-
They smell both very good, but I would rather prefer Paris than New York.
Good. That's good then.
Yeah, but it's also in the top.
Right, so
Perfume,
I would
so-
say, New York is like milkshake and fun and, like cinema and stuff, and Paris more elegance, more of this classy vibe, like a chypre, because in there we have this oak moss, but it's not like your heavy Grand Moss oak moss, which I really like, because it still has Sarah's fruitiness written all over it. But Benni, let's move on to something completely different. Like this perfume I didn't even like first, but then it was the case with Sarah's fragrances. She kindly sent me a sample pack right in the beginning when I just started my YouTube channel. Right, that was my first impression too. And it took me a couple of years to really appreciate her fragrances, because some of them I loved right away. And then with this, it took me years to buy a bottle, but I really love to wear it in the summertime. So please tell us, what do you think about Sunshine and Pancakes?
So it's strong.
Yeah,
It's really strong.
it is.
Doesn't smell of pancakes at all, in my opinion.
Yet.
Yeah, okay, maybe yet. I don't
But
know.
it does smell like sunshine, or not either?
It does smell like something strong.
It smells actually like citruses to me. It smells like
Or maybe
like
citrus
you
is
are
a little bit.
ordering on the day
But
of your
something
ordering.
else. But something else. It's not just citruses. It's
Maybe honey or something, no?
you wouldn't say that. I don't know.
But where would you wear?
Or-
Do
or
you
may-
like
maybe
it or your
melon?
pass? Next.
I don't know. Melon.
Melon, that's interesting. What vibe are you getting from it?
Didn't thought about that right now. About vibes in this perfume. I was just overwhelmed. It's really strong. It's really strong and.
It's woody citrus with a hint of delicate. I don't know. I really like this one, but it's on the sharp side. But I like it.
Really sharp and heavy side.
Sharp and heavy side.
Okay,
Okay, you
but-
maybe
but
put it
it's-
in the end, right?
But it's still better than this one.
It's still better than Rhubarb. He's not ready for that punchiness yet.
Okay, yeah, no, not really. Okay, give me a second.
I think
Just
you
to
will-
relax my nose.
I
And
think
the
you
next
will
time
like
if
this
you're
one.
spraying, don't spray on all the blotters. Spray on this side maybe.
Oh, yeah,
Because you
right.
were just spraying down on all the blotters, and I hope there's not. This.
Okay,
Don't.
but while you are smelling this, I'll
Wow.
tell you the story. I smelled this right when I experienced the whole collection, and I didn't like it, so I gave the sample to my mom, and then years later I found it in the drawer and was like, oh my god, I need this scent! So what do you think?
Okay, in the opening, it's very alcoholic.
Okay.
It reminded me in the first moment of what do you use to clean up your
Oh,
nails?
nail polish remover.
I'm sorry, but that was the first thought on my head while smelling this. But I'm sure, because I know a lot of ZARA perfumes, and it's gonna be in the dry on so pleasant, so good. I'm really sure, because we didn't get to the one that I really love, and where often.
Saving it for last, so you will keep
okay,
on watching
yes.
this video till the end to find out what's Benni number
And it
one.
reminds me a little bit of the for me best one, because I know the other one very good. I'm using it a lot of times, and it's also in the opening. It's really strong, and sometimes it's too heavy for me in the opening, but in the dry down, I'm always like, oh, it's so good.
Okay, anyway, you will tell us that story
okay,
when we get into that. This one...
this is strong, and in the opening, I would... Is it this?
Yes, Tokyo Spring Blossom. It was created for a cafe in Tokyo. It is very raspberry with that violet. So clearly she's into those notes like I am. So yes, this perfume, the next one, I discovered at the perfume exhibition and loved it so much that I kindly got a bottle of it. And it reminds me badly of something from my childhood. It doesn't smell vintage. It smells, there is iris and there are flowers, like there is so much going on in eat flowers, and you're like, yeah, really eating it. You're so obsessed with flowers that you just can't control it and you just eat them instead of just smelling. I don't know. This perfume is amazing. It's exquisite. It is really floral, but like in the best way possible. I love it. It would be right here if it came to my top favorites, but...
Yeah,
let's check what he's
for me, it's kind of the same story like the previous perfume and the last one, because it's strong in the opening. It's not that nice for me in the opening. I'm sure there are some flowers inside that are giving this strongness. I think the same in Tokyo, that there are flowers.
Actually, no, there is no violet in here. There is tuberose, lily, rose, neroli, iris, linden blossom, musk.
In the opening, still better than a couple of these. Yeah, we will see later how it evolves.
Oh,
yes.
Very nice. Well, this perfume I purchased after sampling, and I think this is one of my top 5 from this brand. Meet Me on the Corner is the best modern shipware you can find, because instead of going for our typical citruses like lemon, orange, bergamot, she added this newer material, Mandora, which is kind of like a hybrid, like it's like combination of oranges and mandarins. I don't know what the deal is, but it smells so good, like, oh, so good. Like, this perfume is so good for everyday basis. It's versatile. I love that about it. It's fantastic.
It's not overwhelming in the beginning. It's not that harsh in the beginning like the last perfumes that we tried. And yeah, it's fruity. It's not thick at all, but it's getting very interesting vibes, and I don't know how to describe them correctly, but in the opening it's very, very pleasant, and if it stays like this,
it gets better.
It's already a very good perfume, and if it's getting better, then it will be interesting to see it later.
So we took a break. We are back because Benny was like, okay, I need coffee or I'm not finishing it. So let's move on to something I purchased to wear in LA, because that was planned for the year when pandemic hit, and it was inspired by LA City. It's called Freeway. So Benny, go ahead. I haven't worn it once.
No, it's also a mix of fruits and dirt, isn't it?
Yes, because there is actually oil that is running on asphalt, you know, and orange blossoming trees, and some sugar melting.
It's good.
Situation. It's good, right?
Yeah, it's good.
It's like a very avant-garde gourmand. This is how I would put it. Those people who are bored of typical gourmand perfumes should try out this one. It's a lot of fun, in my personal opinion. It's lovely. It's not something you've already smelled 1,000 times, you know. So with that being said, this perfume, the next one, I purchased just because, I don't know, I thought it's weird, I thought it's sharp, I thought it's not the most pleasant one, but as I wore it actually on me, it was so nice. And I also got it to feature in the video that we shoot in a rose garden that was dedicated to the scent of fresh roses. And this rose is crazy. Is it even rosy to you?
No, it's not rosy to me.
How does it smell? Because I feel like everyone would experience something different in there.
I don't know how to describe how it smells. Really, I don't know. It's like sparkling water.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess I know what is one of materials in here, rose oxide, and it smells like it smells like metal to me. It's also more
good.
geranium than rose, because geranium is rather like herbaceous and like with these metallic tones. There's also green tea and raspberry and grass, so it's a green, very weird, metallic, floral, but not really, very weird scent, but wears nicely in the summertime. Oh, it's right in the middle. Well, that's nice. Okay, darling, let's move on to something, well, not too crazy, not too scary. I will save that for the very last. This is one of the most, I would say, luxurious perfumes I've tried from ZARA. It feels like luxury. It actually reminds me of Darlene's fragrances, you know, like their powderiness with their iris and, you know, vanilla and bergamot. Benni, this is something that's like in that style. I will do it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Complicated shadows.
Complicated shadows? Okay, it's complicated. No,
yeah, it's kind of like a flanker of clouds that she collaborated on with Oh My Soul group, you know, but it's like the darkest one out of the range, in my opinion. Well,
and it's fruity too, isn't it?
no.
No?
It's powdery.
No, it's citrusy. Fruity citrusy, in my opinion.
Okay, maybe. In your opinion,
yeah,
but it's not. I wanted to check if something else got onto the paper. No.
Yeah, it's for
it
me. It
smells like dark, beautiful Darlene's powder.
Yes.
This is how it smells.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Okay,
smells
for me
really nice if
for me
you're
it's
like going out.
Citrusy. It's even more citrusy than fruity.
Okay.
It's deep. It's heavy. Mm-hmm. It's thick. It's powdery. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my taste.
Really?
Right
I thought you
now.
will actually like it. I'm surprised that you are not like into it that much. Oh, constructions workers, darling. Sorry, but this is the end of the video. I hope it won't bother you that much. Okay, we are almost done.
Can't pick this up.
We are almost done.
I can't pick this up. Thank you.
Here you go. Now I will give you my number one. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but well, I will. So, Benni, this is my top 5 from the entire collection that I have of perfumes. Yeah, let's make some mess. So
Yeah,
Yana has some
well,
stuff to clean up.
Yes, right.
So as I said, this is top 10 in my collection. Number 1 from this brand. Oh My Soul.
Oh my
Also
soul.
the collaboration
oh
with
my
the
god,
Facebook.
oh my soul. So
That's right.
it's starting really heavy, deep. I don't know if there's myrrh inside
Yes,
or something.
there is myrrh.
Okay, yeah.
And
because
incense and booze and
because
spices.
these kinds of perfumes that have myrrh in it, they are reminding me every time of a church. I don't know why.
Does this one smell like church to you?
A little bit,
Or
yes.
It doesn't.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
It's
My
very
opinion, it
warm
does.
and
Yeah, it's
round
really
and-
warm.
and
It's spicy,
boozy,
maybe a
it's
little bit?
spicy.
Okay.
It's oriental. It's
Yes,
like,
it is.
Oh, it's so good. It's delicious, but like, oh, very satisfying perfume. The dry run of this is out of this world. If I need to recommend you, like, okay, we'll smell these in the end. I just want to make the first round. Here you got your Paradox. Well done.
Yeah,
this
Paradox.
is his favorite. Here
So-
you go. Well done too. If you watched till this moment.
So
This is how he likes it.
yeah, because like I told, it's very heavy in the beginning. The violets
Yes.
are so strong that I can't smell it
This is-
directly.
I don't think that
but
this-
later on in the dry down, it's getting so good, so amazing good. I remember the first time we sprayed it, and it was like, oh man, Yana, what did you do to me? I don't like it, and now I can't wash it off my clothes. It's so smelly. And after a couple of hours, maybe it was like, what's smelling so good here? What did you spray? It smells so good. It smells so good. And yeah, it was Paradox that just
It's
was
Paradox.
getting to. Yeah, it's really Paradox.
Well,
to smell.
you know, there's petty green. It's a very sharp green note. There are citruses, of course, and there are these violets. But in the dry down, it softens. And he's a big fan of violet scent, so I knew he will like it. But in the opening, it's a bit. It's bitey. Let's put it that way. And I told Sarah as we met her that he's obsessed with the scent, and he got a full bottle because we had only a trial
thanks to
spray.
Sarah for that.
So with that being said, the final fragrance for today is something. Well, I'm actually really curious about your thoughts on it because, well, here you go.
Wow.
You can scare people with this.
You can scare people with it. It's very vintage. You know, it's old-fashioned. Kind of that. It's strong. It reminds me of my grandmother. I'm sorry. I don't say that people that smell like my grandma, but it used to smell at her home like this, and it was always nice to go to my grandmother.
Was she a smoker?
Actually,
because it has tobacco in there.
No, she wasn't a smoker, and my grandpa also didn't smoke.
Right. So in here we have coffee. We have
coffee
woods. It's patchouli, and it is tobacco with oud. Bitter, dark, woody. My mom, like the dryer of it, my mom was like, yeah, it smells like socks. It smells like dirty socks. And I'm like, Mama, this is a perfume. And she was like, don't ever wear it in the house when I'm home. And I was like, all right. So yeah, it's a bit scary, but sometimes it's nice. So with that being said, we made it through these 20 plus what I'm going to use these perfumes. I have more samples, I have more trial sprays, and to be honest with you, I would love them to become full bottles and to add like everything that ZARA produces and creates to my collection. But now, Benni, you can go and smell these, or you can share with us your rating, or just like top favorite, like top 10 maybe out of top 20. Let's just do it that way, and then I will tell you guys what I think is good to start with in case you've never experienced any of these, especially if you are in the UK. I think that this is something really exciting to test. So are you ready now?
No, I'm not ready now. So to begin with, Paradox, it's out of challenge. I know this perfume a long time. Out of competition, thank you. I love this one really much, so I won't go with it here in this rating.
So it's just his favorite, just keep that on your mind. But here he comes.
Okay, I think because I'm not liking the heavy ones. They are all a little bit going down to the lower part, with two exceptions. No, not except. Yes. It's like a freeway. It's a little bit heavier. Paris as a town, and New York is a little bit
number 10.
From number 1, because I don't know how many perfumes I'm gonna mention. So the perfume that I liked the most in the beginning was Amberama. It's not overwhelming. It's really pleasant. It's soft. It's this kind of perfume that I really like. So this is for me number 1.
Good.
Number 2, I have to check it first. So, Black Velvet Cafe.
The dirty socks?
Yeah, it's one of the dirty socks. Yeah, it's the dirty socks. It's one of the but I think this is more like an emotional decision, because it reminds me of my childhood. I love the smell since ever.
Here you go.
And yeah, you know, that's the experience that you got in your life, and you can combine, and so it changes the way you're thinking about different perfumes.
That's
because if I wouldn't have these memories with this perfume, I think it would be somewhere here.
But you know what he did once? He sprayed it on the door in my old place, and every time I came in, and my mom too, it was like smelling all the time, because this perfume is like out of the world. It smells so intensely.
It was a lot of fun for me.
No, I was like complaining, like, Benni, what did you do?
So the next one is Paris. Paris is a little bit dirty. It's not heavy.
So I'll be wearing it on dates. Did I get your approval?
You got my permission to wear this perfume on dates. Yes.
Thank you.
On dates with me, of course. Not with no dates with other guys. So okay. The next one is New York. New York was very interesting for me.
My top favorite too.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's not that deep. It's actually really light, at least after a couple of minutes.
It's playful.
And
really very satisfying.
So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was.
Wash me in the water.
Wash me in the waters. Oh yeah, that's good. I like this. It didn't change.
And I didn't really want to mention, but like we went through almost all of these, and I could smell this the most, although it's this relaxing, addictive, right?
Yeah.
Like I had a sample. Sarah sent me a sample. I wore it, and I'm like, man, I need a bottle. So it's really good.
It's
So
really
top 5, is that
So
enough, or
this
you
is my
want to
top
complete the
five.
top 10?
I'm gonna take another 2 at least.
Good.
So
Because it's my number 1.
Because it's Jana's number 1, it's On My Soul.
Yes!
On My Soul.
This is like everyone should try it.
Yeah, it's also a heavier one, of course.
Yeah, it's like, it's a winter perfume in my opinion.
It is, and somehow all the winter fragrances, in my opinion, are the next 5. So we have here On My Soul, that's a little bit wintry. Freeway.
Freeway? What's with it?
I can smell it right now.
Oh, I can. Very good.
Okay, I can smell it right
Oh,
now.
it's
I'm
dirty.
sorry.
It's dirty
Like,
orange.
yeah, it is also dirty.
With some.
The next one
Oh,
would
really?
be
You
yes.
like it that much? For me, it's like whatever. It's good. Doe in the Snow.
Doe in the Snow. So also a little bit wintry.
Yeah, it is wintry.
The next one, obviously, wintry.
You like the orange tree?
The
You
orange
like
tree?
orange
Yes.
tree more than creamy vanilla crumble?
Yes.
Are you crazy?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like also oranges is a big part of winter. At least we always used to put some oranges.
Clove in the orange. Whatever. Go.
Okay. Whatever, right? And then the next one would be Meet Me on the Corner.
You like this one. You like this one right away, and I
Yes.
said that with over time it would be better.
Oh, that's right.
Good. So that was
okay.
your top 10.
That was my top 10.
I would say those are amazing choices. Add creamy vanilla crumble to that, and you're good. Because you know there is so much to choose from Sarah's website. I will leave a link to it down below. This is not sponsored video. I bought these. Okay, Sarah kindly give us some bottles, but I really love this brand and their perfumes, and appreciate your take on all of these. You have no idea what I went through to convince him to come on camera, so I hope it was worth it, although it was the longest video on my channel I've ever posted so far. But if you had fun, if it was helpful or enjoyable or whatever, then please give it a thumbs up, because maybe you don't know, but that is actually very helpful for the YouTube algorithm and stuff, because things are getting really tough here on YouTube. So if you love perfumes and you appreciate you know, my effort, or our effort, then consider subscribing to my channel, activate the bell so you will be posted when you will be notified when I post something new. And what else could they do? Follow me on my social media. Sometimes you can see him over there, or you know. If you have any ideas for future content, please leave them down below in the commentary section. If you have any wishes for us together, then make sure to share them. And if you have any experience with 4160 Tuesdays fragrances, please tell me about your favorites. Maybe something else I haven't mentioned in the video. Okay? And what else could you do? I don't know, guys. Do what you want. I would love to chat with you. And of course, if you have any questions left, we, or mainly I, am here to answer them. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be here again.
We hope you enjoyed it. And so make sure to stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon.
Bye.
Bye guys.